Hello, it's Miranda the Cheeky Chef. Today I'm going to make you a really simple, easy recipe. It's called peanut crunchy, and it's one of those things that you really do want to be a little bit soft, not hard. There are things that don't need to be hard. What you need is a 20cm square tin and some baking parchment just to place in the bottom. We want porridge oats, some butter or margarine or whatever, brown sugar, white sugar, whatever you fancy, peanuts and some self-raising flour. That's all you need. Now my bugbear is lining tins. I hate doing it, all the measuring, so I found an easy way for how to line a tin. What you do is you get your parchment, you sort of work out automatically the size, tear it down, crumple it up, get a little piece of the butter that you're going to use, put it in the bottom of the tin, put your baking parchment in, fold over the bit over the edge that is too much, and just tear it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's lining the bottom, it's going to be absolutely fine, and it takes seconds. It saves all that measuring and trying to sort things out. So that's a little hack. As you can see, there's a little bit of, I've put a little bit of butter just underneath it, just to hold it in place on the base of the tin. What you need to do is measure out 6 ounces of butter and 6 ounces of sugar. I've used light brown. You can use white, you can use dark, you can mix the two. It just makes the colour different when it's finished. That's 170 grams each in new money. I tend to work in old money, but I will convert. And then all you do is you melt that over a low heat so it doesn't burn, just until the butter's melted. Stir it all in. Then we're going to add the dry ingredients. Right, while you're melting the butter and the sugar, measure out the dry ingredients. You want 5 ounces of porridge oats, which is 140 grams, 3 ounces of self-raising flour, which is 85 grams, and 4 ounces of peanuts, which is 110 grams. And then what we're going to do is pour that into the melted mixture. Okay, as you can see, that's all melted, and we're now going to pour the dry ingredients in. Just mix it all in. Okay, so we're just going to pour that into the dish. Right, that's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes, and when it comes out it will look molten and soft. That's fine. You don't want to cook it until it's gone hard. So what you need to do, get it out the oven, just cover it in a tea towel, let it cool right down, and then right at the last minute you can divide it into 16 squares. But don't worry that it's going to look soft and molten and uncooked when it comes out the oven. That's the beauty of this particular recipe. You're going to cook it at gas mark 4, 180 degrees for 20 minutes. I just thought I'd let you know also, no one is perfect who's doing cooking, and me neither, that's for sure. So while I was melting the butter and sugar, I took it off the heat, I moved the dry ingredients, put it straight on the heat. That's the end of my bowl, and that's my favourite bowl. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. It will look like it's a bit loose in places, a bit molten, but that's absolutely fine. Just leave it to cool, and when it's much cooler, divide it into squares and then let it get really cold before you take it out of the container. So here's the peanut crunchy. It's still warm, but I've divided it up into 16 pieces. Now I'm going to leave it until it's really cold, and then I'll take it out of the container. I hope you enjoy.